God morning, God morning, God morning. You are on day 308 in A Course in Miracles with yours truly, Reverend Valerie Love. Happy to be at your service, also known as Kaisi. And I am a divine midwife, divine midwife of soul destiny, and the author of over 20 books on practical spirituality and a practicing Christian witch. You can catch up with me at christianwitches.com and valerielove.com. Let's breathe. As we breathe, use the breath to recondition, re engineer the nervous system for bliss. Deep breathe. Use the breath to return home to the true self. Be still on the inside. Peace, as Reverend Danielle shared yesterday, is non negotiable. Honoring our ancestors who are present, the ascended masters, the spirit guides, the angels and archangels, and all conscious agents who are at our beck and call, and the conscious agents whom we honor as our forebears, and the conscious agents we have chosen to work with. All these comprising the spirit team. We give honor, we give thanks now and every day to our source, the one, the all, and to our spirit team. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You could never be alone. Ashe. Lesson 308. Welcome. Welcome. This instant is the only time there is. This instant is the only time there is. This instant is the only time there is. This is truth, and we do have the evidence and the proof from quantum physics. We have the proof that space-time is doomed. No such thing as space-time. It is something else other than what we thought it was. I have conceived of time. Here again, the course comes for our beliefs in time, past, present, future, linear thinking. No. I have conceived of time in such a way that I defeat my aim. If I elect to reach past time to timelessness, we desire to go beyond the third dimension and live in timelessness, limitlessness. I must change my perception of what time is for. Time's purpose cannot be to keep the past and the future one. No. The only interval in which I can be saved from time is now. Years ago, when I read the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, it finally kind of dawned on me the way he puts it in that book, what time is, that it is a construct, and the only thing we have is now, and it is never not now. Meditate on that. Oh, wow, it's never tomorrow and it's never yesterday. Look at your entire life. You have never been in anything other than the now. You can only exist here and now. The only interval in which I can be saved from time is now. For in this instant has forgiveness come to set me free. In this instant, the birth of Christ is now, without a past or future. You don't have a future, and you don't have a past. You have the now. And when I looked at it the way the guides showed it to me, they showed it to me that everything was stacked up on top of each other, and it was all now, and that the way you accessed anything, anywhere, at what we would call points in time was through a thought about it, a conscious attention on a topic, not a memory. There's no such thing as memory. You choose to put your attention on the school you grew up in, your elementary school, and now you're 40, and you chose to put your attention on your elementary school. You're not going into the past. You are choosing to focus your attention on a subject now, that's happening now. And when you focus your attention on a subject, your consciousness is so vast and so limitless and can do anything that it can make up. It can put together a whole scene of what we would call the past, yet we're looking at it now. And so what they showed me helped to free me, because it was like a great column going up. It wasn't something, to the left you think is past and to the right you think it's future, and it's one long line. No, get rid of that. It's here now. It's here now. The birth of Christ is now, without a past or future. What is Christ? Again, if we recall the course's definition of the Christ, what is the Christ? The Christ is you as you were created. Perfect, whole, complete. You never had a fall. Your mama didn't eat from the tree. It was a metaphor. It was a lovely metaphor to teach you some deeper truths that we would have never known. Christ is born now. That means the awareness that nothing changed about your essential nature from the second you were formed by the all. You emerged from the all. The all is perfect. The all is all. The all is not missing anything. We could call this all God or source or life or love, infinite intelligence. Spirit, Wankantanka, Olodumare, Allah, Krishna, Jehovah, Yahweh, many, 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 many names, Buddha, many, 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 many names. We could call the all. When we emerged from the all as created beings, we came from somewhere. And since we're energy beings, I would have to say the best guess of where we came from was energy. Well, even though we have many creation stories, they're metaphors to help us understand deeper truths. They're not literal and they're not historical and they're not fact. They're truth, they're not facts. So when we emerged, the stories tell us we were perfect. And it was pronounced good on us. And we lived in paradise. That's the Christ. Your moment of creation is the Christ. Still perfect, still whole, still missing nothing, needing nothing, whole and complete within yourself. You are the field of infinite possibilities. When this really dawns in our consciousness, it becomes easier and easier to practice magic because now we know that we have everything and we are everything. Therefore, we have access to everything, and you're making things appear. You're literally making things appear out of your great, vast consciousness that you are. He has come to give his present blessing to the world. The Christ born in me, which is my true self, as I was created, your true self, as you were created, perfect, needing nothing, missing nothing, perfect, 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 cannot be improved upon. We just are coming home to the awareness and the understanding of our true identity, capital I identity. When this Christ is born in us, it's when we remember who we are and walk out that memory. We can't just have a glimpse of it. Oh, yeah, in this moment, I remember who I am. The next moment, I'm ratchet and I'm about to fight somebody. No, we walk with the memory of who we are. We know who we are. Lesson 1 in the mystery school, know thyself. He has come to give his present blessing to the world, restoring it to timelessness and love. In my galactic signature, I'm going to pull it up in my galactic signature because this may be helpful to show. My galactic signature is Kim 234. And in my galactic signature, it gives you, I want to show you if I can pull it up, the actual 5-line mantra. Let's see if this is it. Here it is. I endure in order to enchant. Transcending receptivity, I seal the output of timelessness with the cosmic tone of presence. I'm guided by the power of endlessness. So you see in my galactic signature, there is timelessness and there is endlessness. White Wizard is guided by the power of endlessness. Now, you too can find your galactic signature if you go to my YouTube channel, ValerieLoveTV.com. It's free, and just search for how to find your galactic signature. You'll find it. And then if you want to go deeper with it, go to ValerieLove.com, go to books, and get Decode Yourself. It's a video book. It's a book. And in it, I give you explainer videos, step-by-step explainer videos to decode yourself. Okay, I'm guided by the power of endlessness. And if you're in initiation or you're in ascension, you have this book as a gift. If you're a member on the YouTube channel, you have this book as a gift. That's how critically important this book is. If you're in initiation and ascension, you have this book in lesson 1, Know Thyself. So here in White Cosmic Wizard, you see, I seal the output of timelessness. White Wizard works with the output of timelessness. There is no time. And I'm guided by the power of endlessness, infinity. That's the power. That's my superpower. That's the power I'm guided by. Infinity. Some are guided by the power of magic. We're all guided by different powers. And when you hear the galactic signature for today, today's kin, when we pull it up, you will see what each sign, what each kin, it's called a kin, what each kin is guided by. I'm guided by my own power doubled. Okay, so restoring the world to timelessness, infinity, and love. And love is ever present, here and now. Yesterday, you heard Reverend Danielle say, if you didn't hear Reverend Danielle yesterday, go again and consume 307. It's on 4 platforms. You heard Reverend Danielle say yesterday that love never left the building when I'm being nutty. Where did it go? It didn't go anywhere. It's ever present. It's ever available. It's ever accessible. It's ever here now. Love is here now. Love is here now. Just tell yourself over and over, love is here now. That way, when we go a little, when we slide left, and unless you're doing the electric slide, you don't want to do that. We slide left, then we remind ourselves, PPG, pause, breathe, go then, home to love, home to love. Love is ever present. It's here now. And it's always here now. Doesn't matter if you got your heart broken, if someone left you, if somebody's being mean to you, if someone's calling you out of your name, if someone's yelling at you on social media, if someone's not doing what you want them to do, you don't love me. Do you love you? Good. If the answer is yes, that's all that matters. I promise you. Do you love you? That's all that matters for your life. If you love you, people will love you. The people that are here for you, they'll love you. If you love you, what matters is the whole universe is taking its cues from you. Thanks for this instant, Father. Here is our prayer. Thanks for this instant. The Course calls it your holy instant. The instant. What is the instant? It's here now. And it's the second we come home. It is now I am redeemed. I go again to the Pattern on the Trestle board, again, what is in the mystery school. And in the lessons on the Pattern on the Trestle board, the 11 statements of creation, it says, all the power that ever was or will be is here now. I'll say it again. All the power that ever was or will be is here now. Again, all the power that ever was or will be is here now. It just took your whole past, present, past and future and put it into the great now where it truly belongs. All your power is here now. You won't have any more power next Thursday at 2:55 p.m. You won't have any more power on January 1st than you have right now. You won't have any more power when you get this, that, or the other on March 19th, 2023. Hopefully you'll be on your way to Dubai with us. You won't have any more power. All the power that ever was or will be is here now. All your power is here now. Thanks for this instant, Father. It is now I am redeemed. This is instant, is the time you have appointed for your son's release and for salvation of the world in him. The salvation of the world depends on your one self. So when you come home to your one self, when I am healed, I am never healed alone. When someone is healed, we are all healed. When one person makes a step, all 8 billion of us make a step because we are connected energetically. That is lesson 308. This instant is the only time there is. There's no other time. And you've never been in any other time other than this instant, this now. The entire time we have been right here on this incredible experience with each other in this circle. We've all been here now the entire time. We weren't here 20 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago. We've been here now the entire time. It's all now, and the now is ever present and it's forever. It's infinite, this now. What are you doing now? Don't make the mistake of telling yourself, well, I got to work on it. The Course says the truth about that statement is you don't really want to do it. And that's okay if you don't really want to do it. At least tell yourself the radical truth. You know, there's a saying in the book Conscious Loving, it says you get to tell yourself the microscopic truth. It'll make you, it'll make you, to tell yourself the microscopic truth. I don't really want to do it because I like my drama and I like fighting with people because I don't really have anything better to do with myself. That's how I get my kicks. Oh, I used to get my kicks like that. I used to get my kicks from drama. And there's a particular kind of drama that, you may tap into. I tapped into the drama of rescuing people. I didn't really tap into the drama of fighting with people because Libras don't really fight with people. It's pointless. Uh, I'm more into, so it's not really in my nature to be having arguments and yelling. And, I did some of that in my life. It didn't feel good inside me, and it didn't satisfy. Yet the ego will use your gifting against you. Here's what that looks like. I'm a minister. I was born a minister. My whole thing is helping people. That's what I do every day. I am only here, as the Course says, to be truly helpful to myself and everyone. That's all I'm here for, to be truly helpful. That's all of us are here for. And the lesson in the Course says, I am among the ministers of God. Well, a minister has a bleeding heart. And if we do not align our energies on the polarity of love and boundaries, we'll just let anybody do anything from the bleeding heart. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So, because love stands fiercely and firmly for truth, love and truth are connected, then that ego tendency, if we have not done alchemy of the soul within ourselves to magnetize on the pole, as we learned in ancient Kemet, where we choose to be, then we're still whiffling and waffling this way and that. And the ego would use my calling as a minister against me by getting me to rescue people. They need help. You got to go help them. They weren't responsible for with their money. So now I'm supposed to give them money, and I would. They didn't fulfill what they said they were going to do, and now they need my help. And I would. I didn't have much else to do because I wasn't writing books. What I really wanted to do, I wasn't speaking, doing what I really wanted to do. I was locked down in a Christian fundamentalist cult that told me I couldn't do any of those things. You're a woman, you can't do any of that. You got to be submissive to your husband, take care of your kids, get a little bit of money in the household, cook some food, and oh yeah, you have another baby, beautiful. Sister so and so, sister so and so, sister so and so, lovely. Now you can speak on the stage only if you're talking to another woman. You cannot even address the audience. I mean, what I do all the time, what I was born to do, North Node and Leo, I was born for the stage. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I would have never done it if I was still there. So I was locked in such a cage. I was in such a box that the ego, because I had these unexpressed gifts and potentialities, the ego would hijack them because I had not yet done the deep work of going, wait a minute, and telling myself the microscopic truth about what's really going on and what I'm really doing. Then, because I had not done that work yet, I was doing it, getting ready to do it, whatever. I didn't even know anything about it on a conscious level. I probably knew about it on a soul level because I had not done it yet for whatever reason. the ego would co-opt the gifts. You need to help this person. And then guilt. Oh, I feel guilty. Oh, if I don't help them, I'll feel guilty. They'll think I'm not a good person. So, do you think you're a good person? That's all that matters. The ego will use your gifts and your calling for its twisted purposes, because the ego is just ignorant. It's not evil. It's ignorant. It doesn't know anything about God at all. It doesn't know anything other than the five senses. That's all it knows. It's a dumbass. That's all. It's not evil. It's just ignorant. You're the grand source energy ray from the sun. That's you. Grand is not quite the word I want. Great. Your greatness, your magnificence. See, the ego tried to slip a word in there that didn't feel quite right. Is that the word, Spirit? No, it's great. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Just requires correction. That's all. No guilt, correction. So the ego, especially in people that are really intelligent, and maybe if you've accomplished a lot in your life, Reverend Danielle was talking about some of our experiences at Intervisions and the years we went through our experience, the 10 of us on our line, 9 in this life and 1, Reverend Mary, in the heavens above. One time, Mama Ia told us, y'all have a very highly developed ego. And we were like, oh, what does that mean? Because we were smart and doctors and, health, mental health professionals and, financial advisors and all these things. We were lawyers and all these things that, what's the word? Things that make you really develop your ego a lot and things that make you lean on the ego a lot. So it's highly developed. It's we basically what she was telling us is we were screwed if we didn't really do the deep work, because the ego was just always going to hijack us and we wouldn't even know it. Just like it tried to hijack the word in this conversation, because the ego is sitting with you all the time. It's sitting right there. While I'm sitting right here, it's sitting right here too. And I determine who's in the driver's seat. Divinity, as my identity, is in the driver's seat. Well, because I didn't know about love on a conscious level and master returning myself to love, I haven't mastered love. I seek to master returning myself to love every time I go left. That's all. That's the best I can do. And that's all that's required. Just return yourself to love. If you see that, and you'll see that the more you return yourself to love, the more you return yourself to love, the more you will live there, the more it will be familiar, the more you will immerse deeply into it, the more you will express it, the more it's beautiful. It's like a rose unfolding. Well, because I was not doing what love would have me do. What would love do? Love would write another chapter in your book. Okay, that's what I did yesterday. Because now I feel this book finally coming to a completion, and I'm going to be in a room with like a couple of thousand authors in a little bit. And let me tell you something, like they say at these conferences, you could be standing online, get a cup of coffee, and in front of you is a 7-figure author, and behind you is a 6-figure author who only makes their money from books. It could be a billionaire author there. Who knows? I do know this, that I wasn't writing, so I wouldn't have been a 7-figure or a 6-figure author because I wasn't writing. The words were not published. And when I say I wasn't writing, I don't mean that I didn't write at all. You'll do a little scrappy something here and there. You do a little something here and a little something there and a little something there. You'll do a little something because you can't just not. You'll write a little poetry. We're talking about follow through, have the fortitude to create, follow through, put it in the world, and let people know it's in the world so that people buy it. And you receive multiple benefits from that. It's a circuit. Giving and receiving is one. So because I wasn't deep into it the way I am now, and I can go even deeper, and I will, and I am, because I wasn't deep into it, I was still getting my kicks from drama. Does anyone know what we're talking about? Getting your kicks from drama. Why? Why are you still fighting with people? Why are you still looking at other people and talking about them? Why are you commenting on other people's things, telling them what they should do? I'm not talking to y'all because y'all don't do that, because y'all are productive, and productive at a very high level. We had such a powerful, beautiful discussion last night in Ascension. It was so good. And we made an agreement. We touched and agreed on it. And I'm going to send you that message today, Ascension, on what we touched and agreed on. And I'm so happy for our 2023. And we're doing it together. And we made a pact with each other. We said we're going to do it, and we're going to hold each other accountable to doing it. Like, I freaking love that. Well done, Ascension. If you don't know what Ascension is, get in there now. It's at valerielove.com. And you can even get a little taste of Ascension. Go to valerielove.com/ascension and get in there. So there's something else I want to say about love before we conclude. I'm going to put it in the chat for us. valerielove.com/ascension. Is anyone watching Indian matchmaking? Is anyone watching Simi? I love Simi. Simi from Mumbai. Hi, I'm Simi from Mumbai. Is anyone watching? Put it in the chat and let me know. Is anyone watching Indian Matchmaker? Now, I'll tell you what this has to do with love. And then okay, Maricella's watching it. Good, 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 good. On Netflix. I want to speak to Nadia. Oh, you watch it too. Okay, Soul Whisperer. Great. So y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't watch it, please go watch the Indian Matchmaker. Simi from Mumbai. It is lessons in love. You see fear. Last night I was watching one. He had a curse on him. He had to go and have a job to get the curse off of him. The priest did it. Like, I could feel it, what the priest did with that man through the TV. You got astrologers, you have face readers. You know how super spiritual Indian people are. In India, it's just spiritual, period. It's simply spiritual. And when I was in India, everything is spiritual. It's just woven into everything that they do. And in India, they have thousands of gods, and it's all good. You can have as many gods as you want. And you can be a great Hindu, and you can be a great Baptist. The Baptist people wouldn't say that. The Hindu people would. Well, anyway, there's this girl on there named Nadia. Oh my God, Lynn, it's so good. You know why? Because in India, there's this big culture of marriage. I would love to have that face paint. That face reader he's so on point. And all she does is she just takes a little piece, where's a little piece of paper? All she does is take like a little piece of paper with the picture on it of the person's face and gives it to the face reader. He starts reading it. Oh yeah, this is a stubborn girl. Everything he's saying is exactly about the people. Oh yeah, he has a curse on him. Like, this man is really astounding. Just like we go to tarot readers, palm readers, face readers, all of it, tea leaf readers. There are people that have these abilities. Okay, well, oh my God, Shimoda, you love that show too? This show is amazing. And it's especially good for spiritual people who want to deepen in lessons of love. Because for me, when we heard arranged marriages, oh my God, that's crazy. In India, it's normal. That's how they do it. Your mother and your father pick somebody, or you pick somebody and you get together with them and you stay with them forever, 25 years, 50 years. And they say love marriage or arranged marriage. A love marriage probably is not going to last. It just probably isn't. And we have the proof in the United States, because the highest cause of divorce is marriage. Anywho, so they have all these couples on there who have been married 20 years, 30 years, 50 years from arranged marriage. Oh, I met him on my wedding day. Americans are like, oh, what? 2 years later, we've been dating a person, still ain't got married to him. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Let's see. I don't know. Some of them, you meet the person on your wedding day. Well, there is this girl on there named Nadia. Why am I yelling at Nadia through the TV? Nadia, don't do that. She broke this dude's heart, shaker. I'm sitting there in my living room yelling at Nadia through the screen. Nadia can't hear me. This girl has gone through 3 dudes on this show so far, dated all of them, and had a connection with all of them. This girl is so desperate for it. She literally looks like she has across her forehead written, "Will you love me, please? Anyone, will you love me?" And obviously is extremely repulsive. And the dudes run from her and she doesn't know why. Okay, so here's what happened with the first dude. She gets to oh my God. So Whisperer, it's funny. I was just talking about this with my friend last night, the arranged marriage versus love marriage. Exactly. And they actually last, right? You prefer one at this point. Because my picks of love marriages didn't work. So maybe an arranged marriage would. Anyway, Nadia goes out with the first dude. The first dude ghosted her. Why? Because after like one date, she's just so good, God. Oh my goodness, you're so, and she's got all this frenetic, nervous energy. The girl just doesn't know what to do with herself. And this is a beautiful woman. This is a woman that could be sitting on her queenly throne if she wasn't in such desperation. This is a woman who is regal. I mean, this is a beautiful woman, a dancer. She's got so much to offer, she don't even know that she has anything to offer. Will you love me, please? Will you love me? Oh, okay, so she gets the first dude. She goes into her whole desperation thing. Will you love me? And she's just so in love with them. And so, and he ghosted her. He didn't show up for a date. He stood her up. She's like, what's going on? She's texting him, where are you? Where are you? I wish I would text a man who doesn't show up. You called him twice and you're texting him? Girl. Do you see why I'm yelling at this woman through the TV? Nadia, could you pick up your self-esteem off the floor? Could you have, you're not holding the property values high for the women around here. Nadia, hold it up for the women. Nadia, where is your crown, Nadia? Put it on your head. So Nadia, the next day, he texts her. I wish you would text me after standing me up. It's just so funny because these things would never happen to women who know who they are. They just would never happen. The men would be crawling to them. There would be a line out the door. Okay. He calls her the next day with some stupid ass lame excuse of why he didn't answer. Oh, I got into a fight. He said, I got into a fight with my sister or something like that. It was so lame and dumbass. Nadia, are you seeing what's happening? Nope, she didn't see it. She didn't see it yet. Okay. She keeps going. A couple of days later, he says, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get together. Come on, let's get together. Let's go on a date. Do you think you fucking get a date with a queen after you didn't show up? You're toast. You're over. I'll never see you again. I lost your number. I don't know who you are. Where is your queen? Where is your woman? Where is your goddess? That's what I want to know. and you come from a culture that has goddesses galore, you need to get some Kali up in you. Because Kali the destroyer, that goddess, she wouldn't go for none of that shit. Okay. The dude, she gets her friends together. He wants to meet y'all. Why would you introduce this loser to your friends? I promise you, I'm there coaching everyone. I'm like, will somebody please pick somebody for this woman because this woman is nuts. Okay. And I like this lady. I want her to get it. Please watch this show and tell me your thoughts on Nadia. Come back to this video and put your thoughts in about Nadia. What are you picking up from Nadia? Okay, and I get Nadia. I used to be something like that. But there was something in me that was too high, couldn't go low. Okay. She's sitting there with her girlfriends. They're like, well, what time was he supposed to be there? Late again. What do you think this man is going to do? I'm like, look at her. She's sitting here with her girlfriends. You know the man is not coming. Sure enough, half an hour, he not there. Hour, she's sitting there with her girlfriends. I don't know what's, and she acts like she's clueless. She acts like she's clueless. Deep down inside, the woman's not clueless. This is a smart woman. He doesn't show up, of course. She's messaging him, and he said something crazy again, like, I had to pet my dog. Like, that's how crazy his stuff sounds. I don't think I'm going to make it. And she's like, oh, dashed again. Girl, you don't get what's going on here. You don't get it. Okay, Nadia. Keep going. The matchmaker's like, what happened? She tells the story. Oh, he ghosted me. Okay, Nadia. And Simi, the matchmaker, she's hilarious because she just keeps a straight face. Whatever people are saying, people say the craziest things. She doesn't judge any of them. She just sits there and listens. Okay. She's the perfect woman for that job. Like, this is her destiny, like she says. Okay. Get the lesson, Nadia. I want Nadia. I want to see the light bulb go off over Nadia's head. Like, wait a minute. I'm in desperation. I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. I haven't found the love within myself. And I want someone to love me. No, I need someone to love me, to give me some value about myself. Oh my God. Okay. They get a second dude for Nadia. Okay, Nadia, here's the biodata. Biodata is the paper with the picture on there of the man and all his data. Height, age, weight. These people have it down to a science. This is a science. Here's the second one, Shaker. His name is Shaker. Okay, Shaker, he's an attorney, She meets Shaker. She goes to Chicago to meet Shaker. Her and her mother, because the parents in India, this is a marriage of two families. So the parents have to meet each other and see each other. Usually the parents are there on the date, brokering the deal. And sometimes the kids are there or not there. On this show, the kids are there too. She goes to meet Shaker. Nice man. He's a lawyer. Great man. She hits it off with him. He's too high value for her. Her energetic will not allow her to, the matchmakers make big money. Because in India, these weddings are multi-billion-dollar operations. Do you see they bring the elephants and the camels and I want one of those. I want one of them Indian weddings, man. That thing looks amazing. They have the dancers. It's full of Bollywood. It's full Bollywood. Billion-dollar industry of marriages in India, weddings, the wedding industry in India. So Nadia gets with this dude. She goes to visit him. Her mother goes to visit him. Her mother likes him. She likes him. They hit it off great. He was perfect gentleman. Perfect gentleman. She doesn't understand anything about perfect gentleman because she needs a bad boy. She needs somebody that's going to disrespect her because she's disrespecting herself. There was something in her that could meet him. She couldn't stay with him because he was too much of a quality person. Here's what she did with this perfectly good man. He's an attorney. He's everything she asked for. They hit it off. He comes to her mother's house. Now, they're in different cities, right? She's, I think, New Jersey, and he's in Chicago. So she and her mother go to Chicago, meet him. These are not just down the street dates. You have to do a lot to go on this date. Maybe you live in New York and a person lives in California. She goes on a date with this dude in Chicago. It works with her mother. Her mother likes him. Now he comes to New Jersey to her family's house. They welcome him in. He likes the dog. The dog likes him. Everybody likes him. The mother is like, wow, this is great. She's like talking to the dude. Are you ready? Like, this is the perfect catch. They hit it off. Great. Well, while he's there, Nadia throws a party. But Nadia is not saying yes yet to this high quality guy because she doesn't love herself enough to have this high quality guy. Well, Shimona, Simi, Simi must tell her husband everything when she gets home. She needs to release after dinner. These people, this is better than a soap opera. And guess what? This is not made up. This is real. And so that's why I love watching it because you can see, okay, where do we go out of the love? Where do we go into unconscious entanglements? Where do we disown ourselves for someone else? It'll teach you all the relationship stuff. If you watch this show, you don't have to have the next crazy relationship because you can learn. I'm just learning everything through the show so that when I do have this incredible relationship that I'm co-creating right now, that it's going to be so pristine and off the charts and so amazing because I don't have to learn these lessons. You're going to learn these lessons. You're going to learn the lesson of self-value, valuing yourself, finding love within yourself, not having to have people love you, being your own person, being not dependent and not independent, being interdependent. You're going to learn all these, what we call, put your big girl drawers on, your big boy boxers on. That's what these lessons are. They're lessons in love. You're going to learn them one way or the other, whether it's a love marriage or an arranged marriage, because life is going to teach you these lessons. Okay, so she gets this guy named Shaker. Shaker comes to her family's house. Everybody loves him. The dog is sitting next to him, looking at him. The dog likes him. All right, you should be approved. The dog likes you. Let's get on with the wedding. Like usually 2 days and they're on to the wedding. Still, she has a party. She has a party for a bunch of single people, like a mixer. And a bunch of them come. And of course, Simi comes in looking radiant with her whole full red on. And she's wearing red, which is the wedding color in India. So, girlfriend is vibrationally attuned. Girlfriend, Simi got her stuff together, okay? And she's made a lot of love matches. Well, in walks this tall dude, and Nadia, even though Shaker is right here, they've been, she's been to him in Chicago. He's been to her. He says they've been talking every day on the phone for a month. He's at the party, and it's kind of like we're kind of together. And then this tall guy walks in, this good looking guy. And she's like, ooh, he's cute. Nadia, I'm going to need you to stay focused, Nadia. Here she goes. I was like, oh, Lord. No. There she goes. And this dude's going to do the same thing. I could have wrote the story. I could have told you exactly what this dude was going to do. This dude's going to ghost her. This tall dude, he's so nice looking. Now, this is not who Simi hooked her up with. This is not who the parents said get with. Do you see why love marriages don't work for us? Do you see? Well, 1 and 2. Let me not say they don't work. They do work. They work for who they work for. That 1 and 2 works. The arranged marriages, they're just always together because they're friends and they just learn to work it out. They say you get married first and get in love later. Learn to love this person. You grow to love this person. What a powerful exercise. It's a lesson in love. Because all the things we think love is, it's going to wear off. She starts getting with this guy. You know, they're having she's like in the, ooh, you see, she's back in the titillation. Ooh, now this other dude, he's a great dude. He's boring. He's a lawyer. He's calm. He doesn't have drama. He's a solid dude. The solid dude, the boy next door. I had a solid dude talk to me. I didn't want him because I wanted the bad boy. And I wound up marrying the bad boy and divorcing him. I wanted the dangerous one. Ooh. The one that made you go, ooh. Excited. Well, which is really fear. That now I'm going to go on a roller coaster ride with this person. Yeah, you're going to go on a roller coaster ride with them. It's not going to be solid. It's not going to be love. Okay, so She disses the other dude. I'm telling you, this thing is like a soap opera. It's so good. It's so good. She disses the other dude, Shaker. This man is an attorney. This man has his shit together. This man is a nice guy. He doesn't have to be in this. And I wanted to talk to him too. Like, why are you letting this girl act like this? Like, why didn't you call her aside? No, Indian people are very, very polite, though. Indian people are not like Black people. Black people will be like, listen, you know, look, what's up? What's up? What's up? Huh? Huh? You know, the one Black dude would have went to the other Black dude. What's up? That's my girl. Rah, rah, rah. They would have got very DMX on them, okay? Depending on what Black neighborhood you was in. Black people ain't going Ain't no Black man I know is going to sniff disrespect and do nothing. Not one Black man that I know. Not one. If a Black man sniffs some disrespect, he gonna be like, what? What's going on here? Oh, I'm just trying to understand what's up. You know, he's gonna let you know. But you know, Indian people, different cultures, different ways. So this lady is dissing him. And all of a sudden, this dude, you know, oh my goodness, you know, oh, he's so cute, he's so tall. Oh, will you love me? That's what she's like. Oh my God, I just want to put this girl in a sweat lodge. I want to put this girl in a sensory deprivation tank every day for 30 days. Like, get rid of all that stuff. You just, wow, you got an inner child that's just all over the place. This child's all over the place. And she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Okay, so if y'all wonder what I do at night, I coach people on Netflix. When I'm not out with my expat friends. Yesterday, I had a wonderful cafe experience with an expat friend. When I'm not at a lovely cafe or when I'm not writing books or whatever, when I'm here in Mexico, I don't usually watch Netflix while I'm away because I have a lot going on while I'm away. I'm looking at an ancient city or dining in an incredible restaurant. Here, I get to, you know, watch some stuff. Oh my goodness. I coach people on Netflix when I have nothing else better to do. Well, sure enough, this dude says, oh, you have tattoos? Yeah, I have tattoos, right? She needs, doesn't she, Queen? Queen, she needs a sensory deprivation tank for a good 30 days, every day for 30 days. Okay. Shaker wasn't seeming fully into women in general, though. Good point. Good point. Okay. So Shaker was at the party, but Shaker is a laid back kind of dude. Like he's not an I all over you, you know, hey baby, what's up? He's not that kind of dude, right? He's just not. It was clear that he liked this woman because when this happened, watch what happened with Shaker. So this dude says, oh, you have a tattoo. She was like, oh, yes. And she's basically taking off her clothes and turning around. Yeah, I have one on my back too. And I'm like, whoa, girl. Desperate. It states it here of desperate, reeks of desperation. A goddess is like, of course I have tattoos and I have them in places you may never see. Where's your intrigue? Where's your goddess? You left your goddess somewhere, girlfriend. Go get her. Because somewhere Nadia's goddess is sitting there like, I hope she comes back for me. Because her life is going to be screwed until she comes back and gets me. Wish I can tell her. Let me send her another 1111. She and this dude are all snuggled up. And you got this other dude over here. You got Shaker over here. Her and the new dude all snuggly. And then they're all, it's just was disrespect and sloppy and nasty and just, but that's what you would get from a person that lives in desperation. They live in desperation. So if you live in desperation of will you love me, you're going to be dangerous to the people around you. How can you be loving the people around you when you're not being loving to yourself? So the dude kisses her while they're on the dance floor. And Shaker is like, at this time, the Black dude, if he hadn't already turned over a table, the Black dudes that I know and that I came from, they would have turned over some tables at that point. Or they would have just made it clear what's up. And if me and you not and I need to handle him. Like, what's up? First of all, a black dude probably wouldn't have been that far from her for this other dude to just swoop in. Like the perimeter was left open. You know how dudes are, super mad territorial. And if they like somebody, they're like, excuse me, like shroom, not like ownership or possession, even though some people are into that. But if I sniff that, I'm outie. More like that's how dudes are. They make it known, I like you. If another dude comes up, it's like lions, go piss somewhere else, piss off. So it was a very interesting dynamic to watch. Even if Shaker didn't step up to the plate and hold his perimeter and stand for her and be next to her, like, he did leave it open for this dude to come in. I'm not concerned with Shaker. I'm looking at Nadia. You not holding it as a woman. You're not a woman. You're being a punk ass little girl because a woman does not conduct herself like that. A woman does not have an experience going on with one man and got him dangling over here and then over here kissing another dude at the party. It's just, it's slimy, it's grimy. A woman doesn't do that. A woman tells you the truth. A woman is courageous. We have balls. They're on our chest. We have balls that are on our chest. They're called chesticles. Get some fucking balls and say what's really going on for you. And don't dangle people. Just that just sets yourself up for some bad karma. This girl knows about karma. She's from India. So what did she do? She dumps Shaker. They get back to the house and they're talking to the matchmaker. And the matchmaker's like, what about Shaker? Because the matchmaker, her and Shaker, she don't want Shaker. She don't want him. Woo, money in the vortex. We got a new member. I got my bell. Money in my bell. Money in the vortex. New member. Congratulations. Congratulations, Melanie. You got some wonderful goodies in there waiting for you. Okay, yeah, say it with your chest. Get some balls, Nadia. Get some balls. She disses Shaker. That's not a woman. Now, regardless of what Shaker does, see, regardless of what the men in my life do, I'm going to hold it high. I am going to hold it at goddess, at queen. That's what you get when you get to take me somewhere. When the men in my life take me somewhere, they treat me like royalty. They get the door, they get the food, they pay, they do this. All of the men, all of the men in my life, whether we're dating or not. If Ben hangs out sometimes here in Merida, and Ben is one of my favorite people in the world. If Ben says, "Come on, girl, I'm gonna take you to," he'll say, "I'm gonna take you over here." Okay, because Ben likes really good, high quality food, right? And Ben likes sex and beautiful women and all that. So um, that's why Ben would hang out with me. Ben likes hanging out with beautiful women. When Ben takes me somewhere, come on, we're gonna go over here. He's this guy from Arkansas, and I freaking love Ben. He's like 70. Y'all seen Ben probably on the YouTube channel. Ben takes care of everything, opens the door. Okay, we're gonna sit here. Okay, what do you want? Okay, I'm gonna go order it. He goes to order it. This is a man. And Ben has no problem telling you, Ben got probably about 4 or 5 girlfriends. He said, because no, in my world, the girls don't tell me how it's going to go. He calls them girls. They're like 50, 60 girls. The girls don't tell me how it's going to go. Because in my life, it goes how Ben says. I'm like, well, damn, okay, Ben. Ben is clear. Now, whether you like it or don't like it. And Ben is not like my way or the highway controlling kind of guy. He's not like that. Ben is so laid back and so much fun. Ben knows who he is and he stands for what he is. I mean, girls stand for something. She pisses off this, well, she just screws this other guy, the good guy, to go with the, hey, he's so cute. 7 years younger than you. 7 years younger than you. Her and Shaker are more on the same age. 7 years. This you playing with a baby. Sure enough, he kisses her. She's just all cut. All of a sudden, she's in love again. Girl, this is the third dude. You in love with him too? Third dude, and I don't know, a matter of weeks. I don't even know the time that passed by. She's so in love with this dude. He kisses her. She's on the phone with him. She's, oh, you're so amazing. You're so amazing. God. Sure enough, at least this one didn't ghost her. He came and told her to her face. I could appreciate this dude. This dude found out this girl is a piece of work. No. And he said, and you know what? He hinted it to. He hinted it to her. In one of their earlier conversations, I don't think she picked up the hint. She can't, she don't pick up the clues. He said to her, he sat her down at dinner, and he said, I don't really know how to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. We can't have anything other than a friendship. I was like, I give that dude props for telling her the truth. He probably was with this girl like, this girl is nuts. She was so smitten, she never saw it coming. She was stunned. When she got up, she hugged him like, oh, we're just going to be so in love. The girl is in a fantasy of her own making. She can't see the truth. She can't see what's happening. This is how we get into lessons of love. The dude said, I'm sorry. He said, I optimized to not hurt your feelings. I optimized. The dude probably went over this conversation over and over and over in his head. And I can appreciate this dude because he didn't ghost. He came and he looked her in the eye. He didn't even tell her over the phone or on FaceTime. He bought a ticket. He came to her place where she is, flew to her, sat down at dinner and looked her in the eye and said it. Now that's being a man. And said what he had to say, whether you like it, don't like it. Hey, deal. Do you know this girl tried to beg this man to stay with her? I was cringing. I was like, Nadia, that's not what you say, Nadia. The man just told you we can't be together. Do you understand that when a man says that, you're not going to be together? And if you hang on that man, you know what you're going to get? You're going to get only his dick. You will never have his heart in his head. You are only going, I don't do that. When a dude is not chasing me, I don't even talk to him. That's not how dudes work. I understand dudeology. I got a lot of dude friends. I understand dudeology and I follow dudeology. I like it actually. I actually really like dudes because they don't tell you big long stories, fucking stories like women do. Women go on and on and on and on. And I serve a lot of women, so I listen to a lot of women. Dudes are straight up no chaser. I appreciate that. Dudes have a lot of qualities that I love the yang. I develop it in myself. If you have an honorable man, he's going to tell you straight up what it is. He's probably not going to be thinking about your feelings. I mean, maybe, some men could be a little more considerate of your feelings. That's just not how dudes operate. They just bluntly say what's going on, not trying to hurt your feelings. This guy didn't set out to hurt this girl's feelings. He did not. And I call him honorable because he came and he looked her in the eye and he did what a grown man would do. And he had a difficult conversation and he said what he said. And when he said that this is not going to work, that we're going to be friends. I'm not going to continue with you as a partner in that way. Because the dude probably was like, this girl, desperation. It's so repulsive. Like you might even want to be with the person, but you can't be with the person because it's so repulsive that, man, if you marry her, that girl would drive you crazy after 1 week. Where are you going? Can I go with you? Because I just need to know that you love me every second of the day. Oh my God, Nadia. I want to shake her. It literally was the name of one of the dudes she was dating, Shaker. I want to shake her. Slap, slap. Girl, get your goddess. Making women look bad out here in these streets. You got a whole girl code. Man, don't y'all have some kind of brown girl magic? Do you have the equivalent of black girl magic? We got black girl magic. Do you have some Serena Williams in you? Something? I know they got some brown girl equivalent to black girl magic. What is it? Get it? Okay. Anyway, let's wrap this story up with Nadia. And I'll tell you what it has to do with A Course in Miracles today. So Oh, goodness. Clingy, right? To be a lady, clingy. Will you let me? That's the kind of girl you have to tell her 20 times a day you love her. He probably sniffed that and was like, "Ooh." Now the other dude sniffed it and he was out of there. He just ghosted. He had a couple of silly excuses as he was going. This dude, he was a man. He told her, and she said, "But I'm not a quitter." What? You're not a quitter? Wait a minute. A person just told you they don't like you like that. We can be friends. I'm not a quitter. Oh, curry magic? Is that what you call it, Queen Viva? Vivia? Curry magic? Something. I'm not a quitter. Like, I won't quit on us. Girl, you're about to turn into a stalker. That's what you look like right now. She didn't get it. It's not clicking in her brain. He says, "No, it's not about that." Like, I get why dudes look at girls sometimes like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" You ever see dudes with that look on their face like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" That has nothing to do with what I just said. And we don't listen to what men are saying. They tell you. We're not listening. They tell you. And they telling you what's really going on. I don't like you like that. Then if you hang around, you know what you're about to get. You're about to get fucked whenever he feels like it. Hey, I'm gonna come over tonight, 2 o'clock in the morning. You about to be what we used to call a booty call. I don't know what they call it now. Maybe they call it a Tinder. I don't know. Maybe they call it a swipe left or a swipe right. I hear these terms. I don't know. I don't know how these things work nowadays. I'm old. I don't know how that stuff works. What do y'all do? Swipe left, swipe right? Does swipe left mean a booty call? I don't know. Anyway, this is what I do know. If you don't have yourself anchored in love in here inside yourself so strong that it does not matter who comes, who goes, what they do, that you hold it in the love right here in the heart. You just hold it in the love for yourself. And you up here high like a queen, like a goddess, like a diva. You're not going to get yanked around. And all the men that come, men, gods recognize goddesses. I'm going to say that again. Gods recognize goddesses. So, of course, she got her heart broken again. I don't know what happened. It was just going so wonderful. Girl. I mean, please. She didn't send Nadia to the life coach yet. Some people, she sends them to the life coach. She didn't send Nadia to the life coach yet. Please, Nadia, get yourself to a spiritual life coach. Nadia, in the meantime, they go to Shaker, the dude she dissed at the party. This dude is in tears. Can't even speak. He was shocked when Nadia said, "Well, I just didn't think that." She was so lame. "I didn't think that you really came for me." What she was really saying is, "I don't love myself. So the way that you're being with me doesn't tell me every 5 minutes that you love me. So I can't be with you because you're not proving to me enough that you love me because I don't love myself. So I'm going to need you to keep proving it. You can't just prove it once. I'm going to make that be your life. I'm going to make it be until I heal this issue. I'm going to hold you on a chain. You're going to have to prove it to me, and you're going to have to come for me, and you're going to have to be all over me. And that's going to make me think that I'm in love because I need to feel that because I don't love myself. So I need you to love me. Girl, I need a breath. Do you see why I yell at people at night on Netflix? Don't do that. Dude was crying because he really liked her. This is a beautiful woman. And Nadia was crying too because now this is the third dude. One was a really good dude. The other, and I would say the third one was a good dude too. And she said, "I'm just so tired of hearing." This is three dudes. Three strikes, you're out. What is the only common denominator at the scene of all these crimes? You, Nadia. And what does she say at the end? I'm just so tired of guys telling me you're wonderful, but I don't want to be with you. Are you listening to what the dudes are telling you by their actions and their words? They're telling you, yeah, I don't want to be with you. They're literally saying it out of their mouths. I'm tired of that. It's still saying, why don't these dudes want to be with me? What's going on? I'm the only one. One day it's going to dawn on her. You are the only one. If this were three crimes and we were in a court of law and you were the only common denominator you were at every scene crime and we have your fingerprints all over the crime scene and fingerprints on the weapon and fingerprints on the gun or the knife. It doesn't look good for you, Nadia. Wake up. Melanie said it best. Melanie wrapped it up right there. Know your worth, queens. Hold it high. Know who you are. And when you know who you are, capital W, your identity is in check. When the dudes take me somewhere, I let them lead. I don't need to lead. I'm a goddess. I'm a queen. I'm a diva. You're taking me somewhere. You're taking me somewhere fabulous. Why do I have to be in charge of that? I'm not, and I don't want to be. Why do I have to open my own door? My arm is relaxing. Let him open it. Dudes love to do all that stuff, but most women don't understand dudeology, so they're just screwed. Because not only do they not understand dudeology, they also don't love themselves. Bad mix. Then you're just going to wind up with a bunch of fuck buddies. That's what you're going to wind up with. She needs to check herself. She needs self-reflection for sure. You are the common denominator. That's right. When I came to the awareness, wait a minute, I'm the only one that was at all the scenes of my heartbreak. Sobering and humbling, isn't it? Wait a minute. This happened with different people, yet it was still me. I get it. And then all your sadness starts lifting because we were telling ourselves stories about we were not unlovable, we're unlovable, people don't like us. Oh my goodness, something must be wrong with me because no, nothing's wrong with you. You're making uh, choices that don't align with who you are and what you want and what you say you want. The bottom line is this: love yourself, unrelenting. Love yourself with a fierce love. Do what's good and right and true for you, because then it will be good and right and true for everyone around you. Treat you with the utmost honor, respect, love, appreciation. I wrote 40 statements of appreciation to myself, one a day, and gave it to myself every day. A statement of appreciation every day for 40 days to appreciate myself. You anchor and root in that and see who you attract. They'll be very like, I'm picking you up from the airport. Lovely. Sounds wonderful to me. I'm coming over and I'm going to take care of this for you. Lovely. Sounds wonderful to me. You'll do a whole lot less work and you'll be treated like an absolute freaking goddess, the goddess you are. And this is all kinds of relationships. This is not just man, woman. This is man, two women, women and women, men and men. Love yourself. Hold it high for yourself, within yourself, whomever you're with. This is not about penises and vaginas. This is about energy and how fierce and full and abiding is the love in you, for you, and all. You can't move past yourself until you do it for yourself. In here, we're gonna send some love to Nadia so Nadia can remember who she is. And so that we all, if you remember who you are today, you will help Nadia remember who she is. I love you. ValerieLove.com. See you tomorrow. Peace. Casey out.